So you guys are obviously coming off your probably one of your better performances this season. I guess just kind of looking back at the film, what did you guys notice that you did really well against A and M, and then what are some of the primary focuses for you guys heading into Alabama this weekend?
Yeah, this is one of our better outgoings as a defense as a whole in man coverage. The D linemen they got after the quarterback showed some pressure. We were good in game tackling and just going into Bama, we just want to build off of that and continue to thrive with the aspect of man coverage and getting after the quarterback and creating pressure on him on third downs, especially on third down, which we were, I think, like 2 for 13 on third down, so it was pretty good.
Hey Jabril, this is Brianne just from LSU Tiger TV. Like Glenn said, y'all had one of y'all best defensive performances. So y'all going up against a really good offense in Alabama. Do y'all like give y'all some kind of motivation to keep up that momentum for this coming weekend against Bama?
Right. It's Bama week. Everybody knows what this means. Even if you're not part of LSU, even outside, everybody knows that this game right here, this is a rivalry, and just us going in, we just have to stay focused because nobody outside of LSU believes in us except for us. So, just this week, we're honing in on our techniques and just trying to build off of what we did against Texas A&M as a defense and trying to come together as one on the offensive side and special teams.
Hey, Jabril, Jacques Doucet from WAFB TV here in Baton Rouge. Kind of piggybacking off of that, the point spread, for whatever it's worth, is what it is. Bama's viewed as a juggernaut, the favorite to win the national championship. You guys have had your struggles. How does this team view this? Is this going to be a chance to shock the world, prove that LSU is LSU? I mean, how do you look at this opportunity?
Yes, this is something. This is basically for us. This is kind of like what we want to accomplish as a whole is beating them, just to mess up their record and trying to prove that to everybody that LSU we're going in the right direction and building a championship program, just like Coach O said. Um, just going in this week, we know there are a lot of things that have to go into play when playing against Bama, but just going in trying to be 1-0 this week is something that we're focusing in on.
Hey, Jabril, you mentioned that defensive improvement on third down earlier. Over the last two games, I think y'all are 2 for 26 opponents are on third down. What has changed as y'all amongst y'all as a defense? What have y'all been doing differently that's made it you so effective in those situations?
Yes, the D linemen, they've been great on third down and getting after the quarterback and making them hurry and pressuring them to make quick decisions. And the back seven, we've been just focusing on knowing where our leverage is and where our help is to go ahead and shut down the receivers in which they want to have quick game and try to get to the sticks early on third down. So just basically as a whole, we've been focusing on our technique and continuing to thrive in that aspect.
So obviously you guys go up against the receivers every day in practice, and I'm just kind of curious. Obviously, with Terrace's opt out here, just who are a few guys that maybe you've noticed over the course of practice the last few weeks who have really kind of come into their own and maybe stepped up and are kind of ready to take on more of a heavier workload on that offense?
Right, we have young guys who are very special. Kayshawn, Coy, Jere, even Eric, he can flex out into a wide receiver. Those four guys right there, they have big roles, and also John Trey, and stepping up even though Terrace's gone. But these next guys, I think they have an opportunity in front of them that they're going to make the most of it and continue to compete.
Jabril, Coach O yesterday talked about perhaps the biggest challenge for you guys is their play action pass, and them taking those deep shots down the field. As a linebacker, what are the challenges for you in terms of Najee Harris, who's obviously an outstanding running back, being able to stop him in the run game, and then also, the play action pass and going deep?
Right. I think for the play action pass, a part of it, I think we'll be able to stop them with our front six. And the back end guys, they focus more on the pass aspect of it. So continue to keep their eyes on the man. But our front six, if we continue to hone in on our gaps and continue to push through, we'll be able to shut that down.
Jabril, Cordell got a lot of attention early this summer. Coach O said he's having a tremendous summer, and it took him a while for really to have the game that he had this past week against Texas A&M. And Ed said it was what he had seen from Cordell over the summer. What did it do for y'all defensively to have someone who was playing like that in man coverage and have the other sort of really solid guy in the secondary?
Yeah, to see Cordell, he had a great game this past, couple TFLs, pass breakups, almost an interception, but just seeing him play the way he has, it gave us confidence as a D to know, even as a D line, to get after the quarterback because you don't want them to have all day to throw. And also the cornerbacks, they're able to cover wide receivers one-on-one. So it gives you a sense of confidence as a whole on the defense from the front and also the backs and the cornerbacks and DBs.
Obviously, one of the major matchups this weekend is going to be Derek going up against probably Devontae Smith for Alabama. I'm just kind of curious if you've been able to talk to Derek at all this week and just kind of what his mindset has been, because this is obviously a big matchup for him. He kind of struggled a little bit last year against Alabama. I was just curious if he's talked with any of you guys about the matchup and all that.
Yeah, Derek, he's a competitor. We know that Derek, he's one of the best. He is the best DB in the country, and just going against another top talent is something that Derek thrives off of. So Derek, he's been waiting for this matchup, and he's going to show everybody that he is really the top cornerback in the nation.